Hello students, once again you are welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss the first chapter of your supplementary textbook, that is Footprints Without Feet. The first chapter name is Triumph of Surgery. In this lecture you will get the summary of the chapter with some important points. Okay, so let's start. Actually, the story revolves around Mrs. Pumphrey, who was a rich and emotional lady. Who was very rich and emotional lady. He has a cute pet. Pet, you understand now? Who was a small dog. Okay. She named it Tricky. The name of that particular dog is Tricky. Okay. Being raised, she loved the Tricky very much, and due to that she used to overfeed him. Okay. Tricky had put on a lot of weight, which made him slow and pathetic. Due to the pampered nature of Mrs. Pumphrey, he was gained so much weight, and due to that his condition was very pathetic. Understood? When Dr. James Harriot saw the fat like a blotted sausage, James Harriot, who is also the writer of this chapter, he himself deal in this semi-autobiographical chapter that he just shocked by seeing the condition of the dog. Okay, he just gave the suggestion to Mrs. Pumphrey that Tricky needed to treat for this disease, which was possible in hospital. Means, by seeing the condition of Tricky, he concluded that the treatment is only possible in the hospital. So it is his directed he was going to hospital. But doctor knew the Mrs. Pumphrey nature. He understood that she will not able to keep the dog on a proper diet. When the greedy dog went to the hospital, he had to remain hungry if he was slow to approach for food. He was given food at fixed interval. Soon he shed off a lot of his body weight and became quite active. Okay, when Tricky was at home, he was pampered by Mrs. Pumphrey. Okay, he had luxurious life. Means at home, he got a luxurious life, and there was much person who served him cream, cake, chocolate, Horlicks, which is very not good for him. Okay, he come all right by the unique treatment of the narrator. Okay, and when at the last Pumphrey see the active dog, she just not understood what the way. She thanked the doctor. Okay. Now in this chapter, what is given? Excess of anything is dangerous. Excess of anything is dangerous, because in this chapter we have a dog who was very small and who was very much lovable to Mrs. Pumphrey. Tricky was very greedy. Tricky was very greedy in the start, we understand. He loved food and don't know how to refuse it. But do no exercise. Means there is lot of input, but there is no any output. That is why, as a result, he got fat. He became fat. Mrs. Pumphrey believed that he became lazy due to suffering from malnutrition. According to Mrs. Pumphrey, due to the ill diet, it happens. She was a wealthy woman. Okay, she was rich, and that's why she always used to give him meals to build him, like malt, cod liver oil, and a bowl of Horlicks. She gave him lot to eat but no exercise. Again, there is example of lot of input but there is not. In a everywhere where is a input, there is output is essential. Once he became ill, at the time when he became ill, she was worried. Naturally, she loved his pet dog, her pet dog very much, so she becomes worried. She called James Harriot, the narrator, who was a veterinary, sorry, veterinary surgeon. But she never followed. James already given suggestion. By seeing the condition, James suggested that Tricky's balanced diet. He suggests the value of balanced diet in our life, but she never follow it. But Mrs. Harriot, due to her nature, she never followed the diet as suggested by the veterinarian. Okay, he expected call came within a few days. Doctor thought that he surely I will get call back because she knew the nature of the dog. Okay, he was called by Mrs. Humphrey as Tricky refused to. Tricky when refused to eat everything when she called the veterinarian. He told that Tricky need an immediate hospitalization. Now the doctor understood, the veterinary surgeon understood. He just tell an immediate hospitalization is quite essential because there we have to give him the observation. Okay, at the surgery he just got a got a observation for a fortnight. In the hospital he gave him no food, no medicine, but plenty of water. Okay, that is the natural way of treating the dog. Slowly he mixed other dogs and he started playing with them. In the start, the Tricky was not adjust himself in the surrounding of the surgery. There, if anyone want to take a meal, then they have to fight. But in the start, he was not do anything. Okay, he had a lot of exercise and fun at the surgery. He was completely recovered and transformed into a hard muscle. In this way, by running, by moving here and there, he just become a transformed and got a muscle stock. Now James Harriot treated the dog without medicine or surgery. There is no any medicine needed. There is no any surgery needed. Mrs. Humphrey was happy and filled with gratitude. After 14 days, when Mrs. Humphrey came, he just see the condition and understood what type of condition she was facing. He just saw by seeing the Tricky in such a astonishing way. So he just thanked the Harriot and said that it was a triumph of surgery. At last, Mrs. Humphrey understood the natural way of living the dog. Why the Tricky felt ill? Because of over care of his mistress. Okay, over care of his mistress. There, the dog get everything, but no exercise has been done, which is means very bad. Okay, and slowly he fell ill. Veterinary surgeon, who himself the narrator of the story, understood the condition and understand in a natural way I have to treat it. Okay, this is the simple story with three important characters, Tricky itself, and in detail we will discuss what will happen in the next chapter. Okay, any doubt regarding the today's lecture, you can feel to ask any from various. Okay, thank you.